What's up, Fedora Nation? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Yeah, yeah, Hello. Hi, guys. We are broadcasting live streaming from Honduras. What's that? Jason. I'm Jason. Somebody wants to talk with me? Right when I start the live stream, of course. Oh, okay. Honduras. Okay, fantastic. What's that? Hello? Jason. Yes. I'm Jason. Somebody wants to talk with me? You're going to pick us up for dinner? Who is this? This is Frank. Frank, I'm just letting you know that you're on YouTube right now, being seen by lots of people. Yeah. Well, when will you guys be here? 5 minutes? All right. Well, you guys can come say hi on YouTube. All right. All right. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye. Sorry, guys. Commercial break. Things like that happen when you're traveling abroad. That's one of the things that we can talk about today is the 5 tips for traveling. So if you didn't know, guys, right now we're in the middle of Honduras. We're in San Pedro Sula. And, you know, when I announced that we were coming to Honduras, the first thing people said was, oh, my gosh, you're going to die. Oh, my gosh, ay Dios mío, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we is the capital of the world. I might have heard that somewhere. But, you know, those are semantics. So at any rate, we're here, and I wanted to go over just some quick tips. We've been up now for 30 hours. So if you see the bags under my eyes, it's because we've been up for so long. Yeah, I know. That's coming from those back lights. You see those 2 little dots on me? It's coming from those. See, watch. They'll go away if I do that. Okay.
Just stay like that.
Just stay like this the whole time? I don't think so. So my man Cocho is sitting next to me right here. Say hi, Cocho.
Hello, peoples. How you doing? I'm like dead exhausted. So.
Cocho's muy exhausted.
Little loopy.
He is a little loopy though. And then we have little Miss Brenda, our model for the trip. She is sitting next to me. You want to say hi?
Hey, everyone.
So, and Ashton, is she coming out of the room, or she barricaded herself in?
She barricaded.
Is she
On
out?
her computer under the blankets.
On her computer under the blankets? That could be trouble. At any rate, so we are here having a good time in Honduras. The girls have their room, we have ours, and I wanted to go guys to travel safely because it can be a crazy world out there. I've had the opportunity, the blessing to be able to travel, and quite extensively. I've been to almost all the continents. I think Antarctica is the only one I haven't been to. So I wanted to share some of my thoughts and opinions as to what happens when you're traveling, and some of the things that have helped me to be able to stay safe and be successful. So Jason and or Brenda, if you want to contribute your vast knowledge to this conversation, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're too exhausted and want to ditch me, I can't stop that. But I hope you guys take something away from this. And if I have a chance, I'll do a few questions at the end. So we got here today. We've been traveling for going on, 30 hours now at this point, and it's been pretty exhausting. I think altogether we slept 3 or 4 hours, and so it's been quite a bit. So first thing, guys, when you're traveling, transportation. The first thing that's gonna help to make your trip successful is to have photobombs, and the second thing is to have successful transportation. First starts off with.
Do you know where I can buy it?
No, I don't work here. Okay. Sorry. So the second thing you can do is answer questions, pretend to be a bartender, but you need to have successful transportation, right? So that means you got to have a good airline. So check out your airlines. Know your baggage restrictions, guys. When we flew out here, we flew Aero Mexico, and I'll give you an example of that. And did you work that out? Looks like you did. I guess you just took it. So we flew Aero Mexico. So as a point of reference, if you're a loyalty member with some of these programs, then you can get some pretty good discounts, or they can give you more considerations for baggage restrictions, but because I'm not a member of Aeromexico, I had none of those given to me. So I always leave a little bit of room extra in my other bag so I can move luggage around, so I can shift weight. So we went from having a $180 penalty all the way down to $75 just because we were charged $15 per kilo that we were over the weight limit. So by moving those around, we were able to save quite a bit of money, which was great. And if you have lots of bags, that can really add up very quick. So make sure you have a good airline. Second thing is, and I think this is one of the most important things, and I've done this in both Ethiopia and in, all over the place. Ethiopia the last couple of years, and now in Honduras today. Make sure that somebody's picking you up from the airport when you're traveling to a third world country, if at all possible. And the reason for that is because they can help to navigate some of the local bureaucracies that can happen. Because when you go through customs, a lot of these places, what ends up happening is when you show up with gear, they start asking you lots and lots and lots and lots of questions. And they started asking some questions today, but one really big tip is to use a porter. Porters tend to know the agents, because there's a two-step process when you go through customs. First, you go through customs with just your hand luggage, and that doesn't tend to attract as much attention. But then when you go through customs with your checked luggage, then they're seeing all of your camera bags and so on and so forth. Then they start asking you more questions. Now, one of the things I do is I pack everything in suitcases. I don't use traditional photography bags for my checked bags. I do use bags like think tanks and stuff for my gear, my rollers, and so on and so forth, but I don't for the others. And I do that so I attract less attention. So we went through customs, and then when we picked up our bags, I got a porter. The porter was able to help really get us through that secondary part much quicker. And that's the huge benefit, guys. So when you are traveling, pay a guy $10 to get you out of the airport. It really is very much a worthwhile expenditure. Today, once they picked us up, they drove us past a place. He drove like 100 miles an hour, right? And I asked him, I said, "Are we late for something? Where are we going?" And apparently that particular road that we were trying. So that's not something I would know being from the area. Now, in all candor, would I rent a car and drive around on this place on my own? Yeah, I would. I've driven all over the world. We have some local contacts who know these things. It does really help. So just keep that in mind when you guys are traveling. Save you guys some problems. Last but not least is make sure that the place that you're visiting, especially when you're in a third world country or something like that, make sure that the hotel that you're staying at, your accommodation, well secured, and that you have your own rooms with locks, and that you have, if necessary, safes in the rooms. That's going to help make sure that when you guys leave your stuff, because we're going to get to this a little bit later, but when you do travel, you want to travel light. You don't want to travel too heavy with gear and stuff, because then you'll attract a lot of attention. So as you travel, make sure that the steps of the transportation process are well thought out, and it's going to make your life a lot better. Trust me. So when you are out in public, tip number 2, when you are out in public, guys, travel light. When I go out, I leave my wallet, I leave everything in the safe in the room. I do not take, I'll carry a good amount of cash with me when I travel. Cash is king when you're stuck. Sometimes your debit cards, your credit cards, they will stop payments because they're looking at it as fraudulent behavior. Make sure to be very careful with your money. I'll carry a couple $100 on me, but it's just cash, and it's not in the wallet. That way, it's not something that's bulging out of my pocket. It's very visible, and that's something that you guys are really going to want to do to make sure that you are protecting yourself. And heaven forbid, if something did happen, if you were robbed, you want to have as little on you as possible. You really do. That's very, very important. Also, go in groups when you guys are out and about. Make sure to go in groups. That's super important. Like Brent, you weigh 109 pounds? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Just like myself.
All right, well, I'm not saying you're a liar, but you don't look like 109 pounds.
Do you think I weigh more?
Less.
Oh, no.
Brenda looks like you could pick her up with like her pinkies, but
Try.
I could try it. I'd probably break her
Break your
pinkies.
finger.
Okay, but at any rate, they probably would have kidnapped Brenda for us. So make sure that when you guys are out and about, that you travel in groups. She's laughing.
Some weights.
She has a good sense of humor. You know what you could do? You can, they put the weights around the baseball bats. You can put those weights around your ankles. That way, if someone tries to take you, you're just too heavy.
Okay, I want to see how you're gonna pose me with weights.
Pose you with weights. We'll just do a fitness shoot. So, at any rate, make sure to do that, guys. Make sure to put ankle weights around your light models. But when you are out, make sure to travel in groups. Make sure to. Now, do I go out by myself? Yes, I do. Today, they literally drove us past neighborhoods and said, "This is where hitmen reside, and this is where people come to hire hitmen." And I said, "Well, I would go down that road." And I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I really would. I don't feel invincible. I don't feel like I'm the toughest guy in the world. I feel like I could talk to people, you know, do my thing. But knowing the area, knowing where the hitmen live, where those occur, is very important when you're out and traveling. When we're in Ethiopia, for example, you got to be very careful because, like the government, there were certain areas of the government they didn't want you shooting in certain areas. You need to be very aware of that because the last thing you want to do is get in trouble with the government. So make sure to know that. I'll get into that a little bit later, but make sure to know that. And so be careful with your passports. Make copies of everything. I have a passport card and a passport. Now, with a passport card, technically you cannot travel with a passport card. That's meant for more like Canada and Mexico when you're driving from the United States. But if you are in a pinch, passport card is going to do you a lot better than you go to the U.S. France. I got carjacked and they stole my wallet. Luckily, I still have my passport, but if I didn't have that, there's no way I'm going home. So multiple IDs is also a really good idea. And having those multiple IDs in different locations is a very good idea. So make sure to do that. Food. Stay away from diarrhea joints, okay? Diarrhea joints can end your trip very quickly. What do I call a diarrhea joint? Diarrhea joints are typically the places on the sides of the roads. You like to eat those places, right? Brenda loves diarrhea joints. What about you? Jason, not so much. Jason's not really into.
I don't enjoy the diarrhea.
You don't enjoy diarrhea?
No.
Just he doesn't enjoy he enjoys the joint, just not the diarrhea.
I don't like the explosion that happens.
You don't like the explosion. Wow. Very graphic. Muchas gracias, Jason. So stay away from the diarrhea joints. Make sure you know what you're eating. Make sure that you're very familiar with your area. For example, whether it's here in Honduras or when we're in Ethiopia, for example, stay away from the fruit that is not stuff that you peel. So, don't go buy an apple just on the street and bite down right into it. Make sure to get fruit that you can peel. So there's a layer of protection there, whether it's oranges, bananas, stuff like that. And one good thing, especially being American, to put it bluntly, is there's a lot of American food pretty much anywhere you go. The only place I've never found American food, like prepackaged American food, was in Ethiopia. Everywhere else I have found it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try the local cuisine. Of course, I'm a huge proponent of that, and I also think that you should get out there and really experience the place. You can't do that if you're just eating McDonald's everywhere you go. I'm not saying you should do that either. What I am saying is get out there, but be safe. Be safe with your food because eating the wrong food can destroy your trip. And when you're like me and you actually have a job to do out here, eating the wrong food can debilitate you. Last year we were in Ethiopia, and I had, we had a 4-man team out there as well, and we had 2 members of our team down for 3 or 4 days. And that sucks when they go down. It sucks. And it really affects, I didn't go down, but it really affects me and it affects the entire operation. I feel bad for them, but you just got to move on and you got to be very, very careful. So make sure to drink lots of water, do stuff like that. I'm certainly not one to give people food or advice. I'm not a nutritionist, but I can tell you that I've managed to stay relatively unscathed by doing just these simple things. Drink lots of water. Don't drink the water. Make sure when you're brushing your teeth, don't brush your teeth with the water that's here. Make sure to use bottled water. Hey, that was fantastic. Let's do that again. Ready? It's like what's that movie with Jennifer Grey? Body Shots? No.
Bodyguard, isn't it?
I've heard the sounds of my life. All right, anyway. So we're moving on. We're okay. Hey, what's up, sexy? Come give me a kiss.
You're not good at man.
We're
still not getting there.
Hey man, just be free. Be free.
Be free.
Be free. Break
Be
out.
Caitlyn Jenner.
They're getting me in trouble. All right. Number 4. And I mean, as it relates to food, guys, bring backups. What do I mean by that? You could end up in a scenario where that you buy from is an enormous watching from buy stuff that you know is safe and you know that will provide you with some energy and some protein bars in a scenario like that. So that's something I've done over the course of many years, whether it's Africa, Ethiopia, Honduras, wherever it may be. That's something I've done for a long time because it can really save you. Bottled water and some protein bars can go a long way. Number 4, guys, bring backup batteries, memory cards, and gear. You'll have all the being able to being able to get out there and do it. But a lot of the times those plans backfire. So when you guys are out there shooting, make sure you need 4 AA's, bring 12. If you need 2 camera bodies or 2 camera batteries, bring 6. I that kind of a triplet. If you guys do that, you're going to end up being able to shoot longer. When we were in Ethiopia last year, we lost power for 3 days. 3 days. And if we didn't have those backup batteries, there's no way we would have been able to keep our operation running. So don't just think you're going to be able to charge your batteries. And the same holds true for cell phones, laptops, everything else. I have backup batteries and backup stuff so I can make sure that I keep on going. Last but not least, guys, is 5. When you okay, know the area, know your local laws. There's some areas where you're allowed to shoot, some areas you are not. Now, I know I'm very well known for maybe skirting the rules a little bit on where you're supposed to shoot, but I am not stupid either. I know the places where I'll get in trouble and I'll end up getting a ticket or maybe getting fingerprinted. But that's a lot different than being in places where there's crooked cops and other stuff going on where you could actually be in a lot of trouble. Another example of that is Ethiopia, where if you film at the trash dump, it can be they can get very upset at you because you're actually embarrassing the government. So you got to be careful of those things, guys. Another thing that's very important when you're out traveling and shooting is don't play Pokemon. When you're out playing Pokemon, this Pokemon goes and mine and stuff. So I just recommend that. Cooperate with others, guys. When you're out shooting today, we did a shoot. Brendan and I did a shoot. She's falling asleep. When you're out shooting, we did a shoot today in a shoemaker's place, and it was, to be honest with you, it was a great shoot. But we had to be very careful that we were very respectful of the fact that we were invading their workspace, and that we couldn't just say, hey, let us have the X, Y, and Z. So when we do go to shoot at places like this, number 1, we get the owner's permission. Number 2, we do compensate them to make sure that they're well taken care of for allowing us the opportunity to shoot there. So make sure to do that, guys. That's it, guys. Just know the dangers when you guys are out shooting. Be very, very careful. Don't flash your gear. Travel very light. Like when we went out and shot today, Jason just had his little Sony Handycam. And when we do, and we're out in some place, we don't have the big old camera bodies for rolling video. We just have a little Handycam. So I'll just shoot with one body and one lens if I know it's a specific shoot. And then my production camera person, Ash person, will just have one body out as well. So again, traveling light, not attracting a lot of attention, is going to be that's the easiest way I can put it. So guys, I have a chance to answer a few questions from you guys if you have any. I hope this has been a beneficial broadcast for you. I really do. And let me see if I can pull up any questions. I have a chance to answer a few questions from you guys. Shut up. All right. So, whatever happened, Miguel Munoz, whatever happened with this A6300? Nothing happened to it, brother. I still have it, still love it, and it's sitting in my camera bag right now. Let me see. Here, more questions. Ian White. Okay, so I'm waiting. All right. Ian, I'm waiting too. Camilo Gallego says, hi, Jason. Hi. Daniel Goffin says, hi from England. Hi. Come see us in September when we're there. Sampreet Gill says, India. Hello. Hello. Camilo Gallego says, Camilo Gallego says, watching you from Colombia. Thank you. Lo Velasco says, hello. Thank you. Someone says, hi from Chicago. Mar one video. Rainer says, hi from New Zealand. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Love it, love it, love it. Robert Stern, hello from Pennsylvania, India. Hi, Jason and team. Get to California, please. We just left California. We'll be coming back. Oscar Garcia says, LOL, don't work here. Hey, Brenda. So YouTube can now do live video. How cool. Watch and follow you all the time, fella. You have amazing work. Well, thank you, Self-Made Boss. Dude, where'd you get your hat? I don't know where I bought this one. It's been a while since I bought it. I really don't remember. Duffy says hi from Australia. P71 55 55 55 says Jason, hope all's well. How do I take a drone in the three bodies to not so developed country, or should I buy a special point shoot for such travels? You can do it. I think one of the best ways to also travel is make sure to take other people with you. If you take other people with you, and instead of you having, one person to 4 camera bags, you have 4 people to 4 camera bags, and you attract a lot less attention. When we went to Ethiopia last year, we took drones with us. Vanden took drones, and we were able to get in drones and all sorts of gear. So I think sometimes if you add the additional expense of bringing a person with you, it can really help to mitigate some of the impact from the gear. I just came from Florida to New York. I saw a dude with a drone book bag. Yep, they have them. Christian Rossi, hi from Honduras. What are you doing here? We are taking pictures. Easy way, Adam Kane says, easy way to keep people away from you is to wear white pants and rubber Hershey.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Have a Hershey bar on the back of your pants. I started reading that and I'm like, wow. All right. Well, that was interesting. Watch out for salads. That is true. You got to watch out for salads. Medical on the road. You got to be careful. Mr. Da Vinci says, hi, Jason from Detroit. I can't get over the Hershey bar. Wow, that was very interesting to say the least. But at any rate, guys, we're getting requested by our person here to go out and go shoot. So, not shoot, they're taking us out to dinner or something like that. So, no Hershey bars, some white pants. So, guys, thank you for watching. I just wanted to share something real quick with you guys. When I can connect with you guys live from a location, I love to be able to do so. Until next time, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. Find the right gear that works for you. Anything you wanted to add?
No.
And remember, children of the corn.
When you're not shooting and you're out and stuff, it's okay to play Pokemon Go. So, yeah.
Kristen, my lovely assistant, sent me a meme that I love. The meme said, if your man plays Pokemon Go, you have permission to cheat on him. I love that.
Sarah plays it, so.
All right. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. I hope this helped. And remember, you only have one chance to get it right. Talk to you later. Bye.